I dreamed a dream of time gone by.
Man, you suck!
Hey guys, it's the Black Critter Guy, and as I mentioned in my Why I Won't Watch video, I proudly present my review of Frozen. So the story of Frozen, at its core, is the tale of two princess sisters. Anna, who's the fun, outgoing, and energetic little sister, and Elsa, who's the calm and reserved older sister who can turn anything into ice with the touch of her hands. After an incident between the two of them, the parents decide to keep Elsa's powers under wraps by keeping her inside and not revealing her powers to the world in order to protect her. Because nothing says "I love you, dear" than locking somebody away in a room for the rest of her life. Good parenting. But as the years go by, Elsa's powers start to grow out of her control to the point where it is revealed to the people of the kingdom, which causes her to run away. But when she leaves in style, turning the entire kingdom into a frozen wasteland. And now it's up to Anna not only to save the kingdom from this winter horror land, but to find and bring her sister back. Now I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw the initial trailers for Frozen, I was less than enthused. I mean, nothing in the trailer really grasped my attention and made me say, man, I gotta see that movie right away. The only reason I really wanted to see it is because it's the follow-up to Wreck-It Ralph, which was my favorite movie of last year, so I wanted to see what Disney would do this year. But I gotta say, guys, I am so glad that the movie is nothing like the trailers made it out to be. I mean, it is a return to form for Disney. First thing, the animation looks beautiful. I mean, just marvelous. It looks awesome. As a lover of art and art design, I loved every set piece in this movie. It looked awesome. The story is quite compelling, and I'm very glad that they kept the focus on the most dynamic relationship in this movie, and that's between the two sisters, Anna and Elsa. I mean, sure, they don't have a lot of scenes together, and most of them are relatively short, but you understand that the main drive of this movie is the relationship between the two sisters, unspoken or spoken. The musical numbers, they were all really well done. The music along with the lyrics, I mean, it just flowed perfectly. I never had such an urge to download a soundtrack immediately till Frozen. I mean, I wanted to hear these songs over and over and over again. They're so catchy, upbeat. The lyrics are just, oh my god. As a lover of musical theater, it really felt like I was watching a Broadway musical. That's how good it felt. And that could be attributed to the lyricist being from Broadway. It's from the guy that made Avenue Q and also helped in the Book of Mormon. I really love how Disney is really reinvigorating themselves and getting some fresh blood and new talent. I mean, they easily could have went cliche and got like Randy Newman to do the lyrics and get Alan Menken to do the music, and it would have been the same old things we've heard before. But they are really trying their best to try new ventures. And that's not only attributed to the music, but also the storytelling. After I saw this movie, I had a talk with my good friend Lacey, and she gave me some good insight to how this isn't your typical Disney movie. Even the way that it's structured is not really your typical cliche Disney princess movie. Your princess is more proactive. She's not lingering on a guy to come save her, or even the way that it ends is not the typical way that you would see a Disney princess movie end, and I actually really appreciated that. And speaking of the princesses, let's talk about the characters. I really liked most of the characters in this film, especially our two princesses, Anna and Elsa. Anna's a really fun-loving, energetic, and quirky girl. I loved her right off the bat, although she kind of reminded me of Rapunzel in many ways because of personality and characteristics, but she still is a very fun character, and I thought Kristen Bell did a really good job at portraying the character. And then we got Elsa, voiced by the Broadway star from Wicked. I'll put her name right here because I don't know if I'm going to pronounce her name correctly, but out of all the characters in Frozen, Elsa is the most interesting and the most layered character in this film. I mean, you really understand the inner turmoil that she's going through with trying to be close to her sister, but at the same time keeping her distance as to not hurt her again. And you really just sympathize with her dilemma of trying to hide the fact that she has these powers and keeping the royal image intact. And she also has one of the best musical numbers in this film. I believe it's called Let It Out. I mean, love that entire scene. You also got some other interesting characters like Prince Hans. I really liked his character. He was pretty entertaining. I love the song that he shared with Anna. You also got that one guy who's like this ice cutter. He sells ice. I forgot his name. I feel really bad that I did because he is also a really likable character. You really like this guy. But as much as I really do enjoy this movie, there are some elements that I just didn't like about it as well. First off, let's get the elephant out of the room, Olaf. I understand why he's in the movie. He's geared towards the kid demographic. The kids are gonna love the hell out of him. But for me, it just didn't work. I just didn't like him as a character. The only thing I will give him is that the voice actor for him, Josh Gad, does have a good singing voice. I mean, this is the guy from the Book of Mormon. Of course he can sing. Now, I'm not gonna lie. There is a twist in this movie that is kind of obvious. I mean, you could see it coming a mile away. And the villain of the movie was kind of weak. I mean, there's nothing really spectacular or special or even menacing about the villain of this movie. And you could make the argument that the villain of the movie was actually Elsa's powers. You know, it's the whole man versus self kind of dilemma. And I could understand that. But also, the other villain that we had was kind of weak when compared to other Disney villain movies. And going hand in hand with the villain of the movie, the ending was a bit anticlimactic. In fact, there was no real epic battle or even anything of a grand nature like other Disney films have had. It was kind of, this happened and now, oh, it's over now and we're gonna fix everything. I mean, everything was just so grand. You had this epic scene leading up to the big moment and then it's over. Everything's fixed. But besides the small problems I had here and there, I absolutely adored Frozen. I cannot wait to go see it again. It has some fantastic animation, memorable and catchy musical numbers, some likable characters, and a strong bond between the two sisters, Elsa and Anna. It is a return to form for Disney. They have knocked it out of the park once again, and I love how they are reinvigorating themselves and reimagining themselves in the way that they tell their princess stories. This movie radiates with the Disney magic that I have mentioned in a previous video. You can see the Disney magic all over this film. And that's why I'm going to give this film a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It is one heck of a film, and I definitely recommend that you all should go check it out. For fans of Disney, for fans of Disney animated musicals, or even fans of Broadway musicals, you have no reason not to go check out this film this Thanksgiving weekend. But anyway, what did you guys think of this film? Did you love and adore it like I did? Or did you think it was okay, really didn't like it that much? And let me know, what is the strongest bond you've seen in any Disney film? Comment below and let me know. And stay tuned for more videos for Disney Week. And also I will be having a review of The Secret Life of Walter Mitty coming real soon. But until then, guys, hit that subscribe button. If you're new to my channel, welcome to The Black Critic Guy. Like this video if you really enjoyed it. Go check out my Facebook. Link will be in the description. And I'm Tony Wilder II from The Black Critic Guy. Till then, peace, YouTube.